Thieving is a great early 99 to get. You get a sizable chunk of cash for your efforts, and if you choose to take the semi-AFK route, it's a pretty relaxing skill. I was considering doing a general 1 to 99 thieving guide, but thieving has so many varying methods that the video would be way too long. I'll be splitting the other methods into a separate video later on. Let's talk equipment you should acquire before training thieving pretty hard. All of the equipment for thieving only affects pickpocketing rates, and not alternate thieving training like pyramid plunder or stalls. One of the most useful items you'll be using from the very beginning, possibly up until level 99 and beyond, are dodging necklaces. These have 10 charges each, and upon getting caught while pickpocketing, will have a 25% chance of preventing damage and the stun, allowing you to continue pickpocketing at the cost of one of the necklace's 10 charges. At only 1k each, there's no reason not to use these all the time while pickpocketing. The Rogue's outfit can be acquired at level 50 thieving and agility, and will provide double loot from pickpocketing. It doesn't make the skill more intensive like you would think. As for coins, it gives a single standard coin pouch and a stack of loose coins equal to the coin pouch. It also doubles any other loot you acquire, which is especially useful for pickpocketing elves, where when you get an enhanced teleport seed drop, you'll get 2 instead of 1. The Ardoin Diary is also great for pickpocketing. The Medium Diary gives you a 10% increased success rate for thieving in Ardoin, and the Hard Diary extends this to the rest of the game. You don't even have to wear the Ardoin cloak to get this bonus. I'll also mention Gloves of Silence. These have never been useful on one of my accounts due to the large requirement of 54 Hunter. These gloves increase your success rate by 5%, breaking after 62 pickpockets, but this bonus does not stack with the Ardoin Diary benefit. If you happen to get this Hunter level before you were able to finish the diary, then definitely use them. But you typically can get the stats for the Medium Diary fairly easily, and most of your pickpocketing will be within Ardoin anyway. I'll also mention Mouse Keys. This is a program that comes with Windows and is almost essential for training. Mouse Keys allows you to control your mouse with the numpad on your keyboard, and with thieving you can simply trap a thieving target and put your mouse in place to thieve with the number 5 on your mouse pad, which prevents you from accidentally moving your mouse. You can rebind a key to be left click in various programs which you can get off the internet or with auto hotkey. As this is a one-to-one action, you are simply rebinding keys. It is not against the game rules to do this. The early levels for thieving, up until level 55, are quite intensive, the opposite of relaxing. I would recommend doing quests to skip this grind as much as possible. If you do the quest shown on screen, you'll gain 22,500 thieving experience and skip straight to level 37. If you plan on doing these quests, go to the time of the video I show on screen to see what method you should start using. From 1 to 5, your best option is pickpocketing men or women. You can find a bunch of these in Lumbridge. If you aren't a hardcore Iron Man, I would simply pickpocket them until you die. Getting to level 5 only takes 49 successful pickpockets. If you are hardcore, you're going to have to bring some food to avoid dying. The dodgy necklaces can also help for this little section as well, so don't forget them. After 5, we're going to be heading to Ardoin for the Baker's Stall. These are the fastest method up until level 25. You simply stand underneath the baker, and the guards can never catch you. You can just spam click in place for a semi-AFK method of training. If you're an Iron Man, it might be smart to bank the cakes for some early game food. Otherwise, I would probably simply drop everything for faster XP rates. You'll need to steal from the stall 466 times to hit level 25 from 5. At 25, you can steal from fruit stalls and Korend, and this is efficient to do up until level 45. If you want to skip blackjacking and go straight to Ardy Knights, I would go straight to 55. To get to Korend on a new account, you need to talk to Veos in Port Sarum and travel to Port Piscarilius, then run south to hit the fruit stalls. This requires 15% Hosidius favor, which is going to require plowing the fields and then turning in some sulfurous fertilizer. The best place to steal from these stalls is in this building, where you can't get caught. You can simply click in place like with the cake stall for a less intensive option with these stalls, or run back and forth between them to save 1 tick on each of their respawns. If you're running, you can eat the strange fruits you receive to restore your run energy. It's about 20% faster to run between them, but personally I would probably just click in place. You will need to steal 5,672 fruit in order to get from level 25 to 55. If you are coming from all those quest completions, 37 to 55 will take 4,971 successful thieves. At 55, you can start stealing from Knights of Ardoin. Ardy Knights are one of the lowest intensity methods in the game. These can be easily trapped and repeatedly clicked on without moving your mouse, and the left click option can be moved to pickpocket by disabling NPC attack options to hidden. There are 2 spots I recommend using for these. The First is the bank just west of the market. Just hop into the Thieving Host clan chat to find a world with a splasher. These guys are always active. There's normally a 300-second timer on NPCs for how long they can stand in one spot before moving. But this does not apply when an NPC is in combat. This allows you to place your mouse and camera in a specific orientation to allow you to continue to thieve without moving. It also has the benefit of being literally 2 tiles away from a bank, allowing you to withdraw more food and dodgy necklaces. Now the problem with this spot is that the right-click option will mess up if enough people fail at one time. So when it's really packed, this spot becomes very annoying. You also can't do the flicker method here, as you can't line up your inventory with your mouse in a way that you can open your coin pouches and not click off the knight. I prefer the building just northeast of the market. There's a specific knight that can be de-speared into the building that can only wander in the southern 2 tiles of the building. You want to pull him just south of the window to the right of the door, then spear him north. Walk north 1 tile, then when he walks in front of the door, spear him into the building, then quickly shut the door behind him. He will now slowly make his way down to the southern end of the house. You usually don't have to do the spearing yourself. I normally just hop a few worlds to find a spot where someone has already done this work. This spot is great because the knight will be permanently stuck on these tiles until he is killed by someone. And you can do the inventory flicker method here. Line up your inventory in this exact orientation. And either rebind the F key for your inventory in the key remapping plugin in RuneLite, or just hold the F key for the inventory. This causes it to quickly flicker. Leave a space open in the top left of your inventory and spam left click. The easiest way being turning on mouse keys and spamming 5 on the numpad to click, or just rebinding a key to left click. This lets you keep your mouse in place as you click. Your character will walk between these tiles as the knight moves, so you never have to move the mouse except to heal and equip dodgy necklaces. You do unfortunately have to hit the bank occasionally, unless you're above level 95 to get more necklaces and food, but this spot is so much more relaxed without having to worry about too many people being on the knight. You can do Arty Knights all the way up to 99 if you want. At 95 with Arty Cape, you will stop failing, so they require no resources beyond that point. It's a good idea to do Sorcerers Garden at least from level 65 to 75, or even go all the way to 80 if you prefer the garden to knights. There's a semi-complicated setup for Sorcerer's Garden that allows you to click through the whole maze in a single click, giving you 40 seconds of AFK time. I have a video on this in the top right. The Sorcerer's Garden provides 140k XP an hour, which is significantly better than Knights at 65, which are around 80k XP an hour. I would probably leave at 75, as you don't get any money from the garden, and the Knights start becoming comparable at 75. Knights completely overtake for both XP and money at level 80, so I definitely wouldn't do the garden beyond that point. These are all the best options for low intensity XP to 99, but there are a couple other options if you really want to boost your GP an hour. Elves become available at level 85. These are a serious hit to XP if you leave right at 85, but are significantly better money. They drop enhanced crystal teleport seeds, and if you are wearing the rogue's outfit, you will receive 2 of them each time you get a drop. You can get an elf stuck in a building near the house portal and spam pickpocket, going to your house for health restoration. I have a video on this as well at the top right. It is not quite as good as when I made the video on it, as the seed is comfortably sitting at 2.2 mil rather than the 3 it was before, so now the method is closer to 2.4 mil an hour. My rates are also with 99 Thieving and Arty Cloak, so you can honestly expect closer to 1.5 mil an hour at 85, and somewhere around 100k Thieving XP an hour. This is still an incredibly good method for money, and I've had a few clanmates do this to 99 to boost their bank quite a bit. I also want to mention Vampire Thieving, which was added with the Sins of the Father quest. This is incredibly similar to Elves, providing rare blood shards used to make the Blood Fury, requiring 82 Thieving versus Elves 85. Unfortunately, because the Blood Fury is pretty bad currently, the shards are sitting at only about 6.5 mil, being 5 times rarer than crystal seeds from Elves. You may remember I made a video on vampires thinking they were good, but I took it down when I found out they were not 1 out of 1k like I thought, but 1 out of 5k. There is talk from Jagex about buffing Blood Furies, so should these shards hit around 12 mil, this method could be equal to Elves or even better. If you're looking to make money, make sure you check the prices on both of these and determine which you want to thieve. And that's it for the video. Leave a like if you liked it, or subscribe. Thanks, guys. Like the video and subscribe, or I'll put you in a barrel and I'll float you down the river.